Hello everyone and welcome back. And this will be your weekly general reading for the sign of Aquarius for the week of March 23rd. And a very special thank you goes out to each and every one of you out there who have been subscribing to my channel and helping it grow and getting it noticed. And for sharing with others. And for all the thumbs up on all the videos that you've watched. That's definitely helping. Thank you. And of course, the lovely comments that you leave. Thank you very much for doing that. All right. Starting out with the decision making this week. Because there's your Seven of Cups, which is, lofty dreams. Anything's possible. There's, you got too many choices to make, just one commitment this week, but you're trying to narrow it down. There's a decision that you have to get moving on. You can't keep spending the rest of the time just daydreaming about something and expect it to happen, because you're very much in charge of the way your life is turning out, and you're realizing that. So this is the week you're going to take a chance, pick something and start, instead of just thinking about all the different things you want to do. And it may even take you on a different path. You may have to move, or maybe choose to move, and that's what's going to set this into motion. But it looks like for a lot of you, you're actually moving on to calmer shores, tired of going against the grain, like always seem like you're not doing the right thing at the right time, and nobody appreciates you, sort of thing. You just want to be on more calmer waters going forward, and you're willing to do what it takes to get there. For some of you, you're moving, looks like, because of a new job. So congratulations. Something that's going to be much more in line with you, much more pay you more money, get you onto calmer shores, people that appreciate you, you appreciate them, and you're just in a better state of mind going forward. And the Three of Cups. So yeah, getting together, people that really understand you. Like, this is a support group, an inner circle, celebration. This is friendships that really, you can talk to them about anything, and they don't judge, but they try to help, like give you more suggestions, that sort of thing. This could be a celebration for a birthday, anniversary, reunion, but there's a coming together of people that are like you. They like to celebrate. They like to enjoy life. This is very good friendships going forward. You have some people around you that really care very deeply and are willing to, visit, talk to you. And the Four of Swords. So definitely understanding that you need to take care of your health a little bit better. You need a little more rest, relaxation, a little more solitude. Not so much interaction sometimes. It's just sort of too much filtered in, and it's worn you down this time. And you're realizing that, okay, if I don't, take care of me, who's going to? So this is the week you're realizing and giving yourself permission to relax a little bit. Sit in the tub, watch some TV. Just take a time out to heal yourself, something that makes you feel good. And the Three of Pentacles. Definitely coming together, teamwork, communications. Very skilled people, mentally as well as physically. This is you at your best, in your crafts. You like to do a lot of things with your hands. You're very good at that. And this is the week that you are getting together with other people that are of the same, like I said, mindset. And you're just building something good together. And the shadows, yeah, stepping out of the shadows. Stop being all up in your head all the time, worrying, stressing, over analyzing. Feeling that, you got the weight of the shoulders, the weight of the world on your shoulders, and you're realizing that you don't need to keep doing that to yourself. That doesn't heal, fix, or solve anything. So you're finally giving yourself permission to stop over analyzing things and take action instead. And that's where you're at this week. You're taking action on many things that you've put on the back burner for a while. Now you're bringing them out. And the Knight of Wands. So there you go. Looks like there's some trips in the future for some of you. You're feeling a little more free-spirited, feeling more, that this creativity overflow that you got going on this week is just giving you that enough edge to want to do more, see more, do things, visit people. It's really started to make your creativity flow again in all areas of your life. So you're having a real spiritual mind opening for yourself. You're not telling yourself, oh, I can't do that sort of thing. You are just in the mode to do what it is you want to do. And the Knight of Cups, look at you. Definitely in charge. There could be, somebody coming in to give you a hand, or this could be you being very charming and giving a hand to somebody else that needs your support, that sort of thing. This doesn't always have to be, romantically, although it could be somebody coming in that, is trying to sweep you off your feet this week, Prince Charming, here I am to save the day, sort of thing. But this could be you offering this to somebody else that is struggling a little bit, and you just want to help them ease into things a little bit more, and you're willing to give it your time, energy, and effort to help them, to assist. And the Tower moment, yeah, sometimes there's some things that, you can see before others. You're very intuitive that way. And this is the week that you can see the writing on the wall, for lack of wording. Something around you has showed you what's really going on. Things are starting to change. There's more disagreements, there's upheaval, all that sort of stuff. And you can see it, you can sense it. So you're taking action on trying to curb it as best you can, like get away from it, not have anything to do with it. Help yourself, get ready. If it does happen, this is what, you're willing to do to make your transition much smoother. So you're building a better, sounder foundation for yourself to protect yourself against, all the silliness in the world, and just make your surroundings as best you can be all that it can be. And you're willing to do what it takes to do it. And the Five of Pentacles, yeah. A little bit of overspending. Maybe there's been a bill that's come up. Something that has left you worried about your finances. Wondering, can I take care of myself? Should I have bought that? All the criticisms that everyone does to themselves. Well, this is the week that you're doing that. You've been just over-stressing, over-analyzing, but you forget to just stop a little bit because you have enough. Your finances are not in, that bad a shape that you need to go off the deep end here, because, you have already course corrected. And not because of that. You were just already in the swing of changing things around anyhow, naturally for yourself. And then this came up. Not a biggie. Your finances, for the little bit of loss there was, the peace of mind and what you can make back in a shorter time is right there. So you're learning to understand that, okay, I'm okay. And the Page of Pentacles. So yeah, new beginnings. Starting over. Understanding that, this needs to be, your finances are in good working order. There's a new job for some of you. Somebody's going to tell you, that's a little bit younger than you and tell you, hey, there's a job over there that I think you'd be really good at. So it's a pay raise for many of you. There's money coming in. There's definitely good news on its way. And it is financially, which will help you to step back a little bit from stress and worry and realize that you are okay. And the High Priestess, yeah, making sure everything's in balance. Making sure that you are in the right place at the right time here. Things are going to be much more copacetic for you this week. Though it won't feel like it at first, you will come to understand that it's a lot smoother than you had envisioned it. You've taken the leadership role in this. You've made some plans. You've stepped yourself up. You're understanding that, this had to happen. So this transition is much smoother for yourself. You're in control. You're understanding. And you're doing it from a place of peace. You're not all up in your head about this. You knew it was coming. You course corrected for it. You made your things go a little bit smoother because you were ready. And the Four of Pentacles, yeah, you hung on to your finances. You did good investments. You invested in yourself. You didn't overspend. You took care of what needed to be taken care of. And you were looking at the long-term security of your future. So you did all what you were supposed to do in order to succeed at this. So, you didn't overspend, but you're realizing now that you can spend a little bit and still be quite okay without all that worry. But you are definitely taking care of business this week, knowing that things are going to be all right. Be assertive when it comes to what you want. You know it's right. Everything's going your way. A good person or company to work for. Beautiful. And on that note, I will say goodbye for now. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I'll talk to you again next week. Bye for now.